Welcome to the Rustic Garden. Today I'm going to show you how to grill heirloom tomatoes, and I'm going to get started quickly. It looks like it's actually going to storm here. I have Virginia Sweets heirloom tomato. I have, let me just think a second, Homestead variety, and I also have a Bonnie's Best. What I'm going to do is just cut the tops off of the tomatoes and discard that. I'm going to set this over here for a second. If you notice, I'm not putting any oil or any kind of seasoning on the tomatoes. I'm just going to grill them first. And you cut off the top. You're going to grill it face down. If you have some green in there, you can just cut it out. Anything that you don't want, just cut off. You want to cut it down far enough that you actually cut the stem out. You can use the scraps of the tomato for other things if you want. Now I'm not putting any seasoning on these. I'm not putting any oil on it. When you put oil directly on a tomato, then you put it on the grill, it ends up just flaring up, the oil smokes, and it gives your tomatoes a taste that you probably don't want. You can hear the tomatoes starting to cook just on the aluminum foil. Alright, well, once your tomatoes are prepared, all you're going to do is take them, put them face down on high heat. Close the lid and let them grill for 3 to 5 minutes. There's a trick to tell when they're done. You'll press the bottom. Well, actually it'll be the top, and it will be soft to the touch. You'll leave a finger mark in it. Right now the cut side is going to get a nice grill mark on it, and it will be a well-grilled, delicious tomato. Now there's no seasoning or oil in it. I'm going to go mix the dressing now, and basically what you do is grill the tomato, just grill it as a pure tomato, and then you add your dressing when you're done. Again, give them 3 to 5 minutes, just check them, cook them on, or grill them on high heat. I'm going to show you how to make the dressing for the grilled tomatoes. A lot of people will put olive oil on the tomato before they grill it, but what you end up getting is a flare up in the grill. The oil just pours out of the tomato, hits the fire, flares up, and nobody really likes the taste of burned olive oil. So I like to prepare the olive oil dressing in the kitchen, just grill the tomato straight, and then put the dressing on the tomato when it comes off the grill. In the pan I have olive oil. You put in enough olive oil to cover the amount of tomatoes that you're grilling. And you just add garlic, salt, oregano. If you don't have a garlic press or haven't used one before, I recommend getting it. It's the easiest way to deal with garlic. Put it in a press, squeeze it, and you got your garlic minced up without all that chopping. You want to saute the garlic on about 4 or 5, medium low. You don't want the garlic to brown and crisp up. It does get bitter. You just want to saute it and get all the flavor into the oil. Add salt to taste. You could add pepper if you want. I use dried oregano at this point when the garlic is sauteing, and then I'll finish it off with some oregano from the garden. So you saute it up. Only takes a couple of minutes. You don't want to over brown the garlic. It will get bitter and changes the taste. The dried oregano will pick up the flavors of the oil and garlic when they rehydrate. And then you give this another minute or two. Once you get the garlic sauteed, finish it off with some oregano leaves and some water in it. Step back a second. There is some water in the dish. Take it off the heat. And you want to finish it off with the fresh oregano because you don't want the color to get really dark. That's what happens when fresh herbs get over sauteed and the flavor changes. You want the taste of fresh oregano in there. So this is going to be the dressing that goes on the grilled tomatoes. And this is what it looks like when it's done. This will go sit outside and cool down as the tomatoes finish grilling. So here's your tomatoes coming off the grill. You can see the grill marks, you know, various levels of charring on them. And I don't know if you can see way in the back, but when you press on that, the skin crinkles, the tomato's tender, and you know that it's done. So you just scoop that off, flip it over, and there's your grilled tomatoes. They're cooked through. You can see the juices are simmering right inside of the tomato. There's no seasoning on them yet, there's no oil on them yet, and what I'm going to do is take them inside and prepare them. So here's your grilled heirloom tomatoes. This is the homestead that I cut into pieces. The knife goes right through it. It's hot, it's steaming. I put the olive oil and garlic dressing on it, and all you do for this is cut your heirloom tomato into pieces or into sections. Take your dressing, pour it right over the tomato, and there you have grilled heirloom tomatoes. They're delicious. I hope you give it a try. If you enjoyed my video, please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com and check out my YouTube videos. I now have over 70 garden videos. Thanks.